Let's play with some of the makeup that I actually bought during the Sephora sale. These are the products that either I repurchased or they're just new and I wanted to play with them. So let's begin with the eyes. This was on my wish list and I was so happy that I was able to get this. This is by Huda Beauty and this is her new Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette. Look at how pretty. Very different. There's so many different textures and finishes. I am so excited to play with this. I'm gonna prime my eyelids first. Urban Decay Primer Potion. Bring it back to the OG days. And I'm doing eyeshadow first because of the glitters in this palette, because I want to use a glitter shadow. And I don't know if there's gonna be fallout or not. I'm gonna take this shadow right here and this shadow, Cherished and Radiant, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. I'm gonna take this shade right here, Precious. We're gonna take that and I'm gonna line like my upper lash line and like the outer thirds and create kind of like a smoke effect. We're gonna take this shadow right here called Moon Magic and it just looks so pretty. And I'm gonna use my fingers. I mean, wow. And yeah, there is fallout. And I'm just taking a brush and I'm trying to be a little bit more precise, like right here. I'm kind of having it a little scattered up above, which I think is so pretty. But look at the way it's catching the light. Wow. It's like you have blues, you have purples, you have pinks. Ooh, that's gorgeous. But yeah, look at all of that fallout on my face. A lot of fallout. I'm also taking a little Fix Plus, kind of intensify it even more. And I'm finding that with Fix Plus, it's not giving me crazy fallout. I'm just using a wipe to kind of clean up a little bit here. Let me take a little bit of eyeliner. I'm going to use the Gucci. This is from my last Sephora haul before the sale. I'm gonna work in layers just because this Gucci pencil does set. And I'm gonna use the darkest shade in the palette, this one right here called Mantra. I'm just gonna go right over on top of that. These pinks and purples in here, they're so pretty. All right, so I do have new mascara, but I'm gonna wait until I do my eyebrows just because I don't like having mascara before I do my eyebrows because I have to close my eyes. But I do have a couple of new skincare things that I picked up. I have this new eye cream by Origins. This is their Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff in shade Original. I feel like after wiping under my eyes, they're gonna be so dry. Oh, it's very brightening. Wow. We'll see how this reacts under the makeup as well. Would be really good for like those no makeup days, you know? And then for my cream, I have the Cicapair, the Dr. Jart Cicapair, the Tiger Grass Calming Gel Cream. It has that gel formula, a very light green tint. It smells clean. It smells like their Cicapair products. You guys know my love for the Cicapair, the Color Correct, but it's one of my favorite products. I thought this would be really nice. That went on really nice. Very smooth. I'm gonna use my Synchro Skin Blurring Primer by Shiseido. I can't stop looking at my eyeshadow. It's so pretty. I can't, it's so pretty. Even Andre's like, wow, that's actually really stunning. Right, babe? Yeah. That's really stunning. For my base, this right here, I was so excited to get my hands on. This is the new Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint Always on Radiance Skin Tint. And you pair it with a dampened sponge. And basically what they say is shake before use and apply with a damp beauty blender. Layering as desired. I have shade Light 2. 1. Try not to touch my face. 2. 3. 4. 5. Little one. If it's a skin tint, it's probably not gonna be crazy coverage. Who knows? Maybe there will be. My dampened sponge. The color actually looks pretty good. It's a little more peachy, but I like it. Okay. This is blending out really nice. It's giving me like a very soft, radiant finish, especially on top of this primer. The Shiseido, it's more blurring, but it's not a super matte primer. I think I'm gonna layer a little bit just to get a little bit more coverage, because with those little dots that I did, you could still see the redness peeking from my cheeks. I'm just gonna take the sponge and start working this in. I do like how quick this blended out. And my beauty sponge, it's not soaking wet, it's very lightly damp, and it's doing a really good job. I actually really like the way it's looking. For skin tone, I'm impressed that I was able to get this kind of coverage with a dampened sponge. That's a really, really pretty coverage, light to medium, and a really beautiful finish. Very natural, very soft, radiant. I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows. I'm gonna use my Benefit Precise in My Brown 3.5 and then my Rose Ink, my brow gel. So for mascara, I finally picked up Rare Beauty. Her mascara, I think it's, what is it called? The Perfect Stroke. Is that it? Ooh, I don't know what it is actually called, but it's her mascara, the volumizing one. The brush, I haven't tried it. I opened it, but the brush looks very tightly packed, and it's a typical mascara brush with like boar bristles, but it's super, super tightly packed. So I feel like you'll definitely get a lot of volume out of this. I'm just concerned about the formula. It looks a little dry. Hopefully it's gonna be like that perfect mix, you know? Whoa, okay. It's a little different than I expected. It's actually applying the mascara really nice and really in like really thin layers. It's not just gooping the mascara on. Because sometimes with these wands, just the mascara does not want to go on easily, and it just stays in one place. Okay, I like it a lot. I feel like I might layer this really well. If I can, this is gonna be phenomenal. It is a little big, so you can see I got it all over my eye right there in one spot, and then right here. I want to see how easy that's going to be to clean up, or if it's that kind of mascara that just sticks and it just stays there. I'm hoping it's long lasting, because so far I'm really liking this brush. It's a little more stiff, but I like the way it's spreading the mascara through the lashes. Looks like it's layering really well. I'm really impressed so far, like really impressed. Now let's see how easy it is to clean. That's gonna be the true test. Let's take a little Q-tip. It might be one of those mascaras that gets stuck. Okay, it's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. Okay, I like that it's a volumizing mascara, and it's nice and black. All right, for concealer, I got a new one by Rose Inc. Every product that I've tried so far from her makeup line, I really, really enjoy, and I look forward to using her products. Like the eyebrow gel, her blush is divine. That formula is so beautiful. But this right here is her concealer. I picked up two shades, LX20, and this one is LX30. So let's go with LX30, and her packaging is just so beautiful, so simple. Very chic. I love the big doe foot applicator. Ooh, no. That's too dark for me. Yeah, that's too dark. We'll see how this blends out. If it's not blending out good, I'm just gonna top it with my ABH concealer. It's spreading out easy, but interesting. It's not as creamy as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, you can see it underneath my eyes. It concealed, but I feel like I want to go with something a little bit lighter under the eyes. I like this actually. It's a little more, it's more natural than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more intense, but I kind of like that. And again, the lighter shade before this was sold out, so I took the colors I could. It's actually doing a really good job. It's not like a slippy, slidey concealer, so I'm hoping this is going to be really long lasting. But you can see this side has been sitting there for a little bit, and I'm having no issues spreading that out, so that's really good. Let's finish off the eyes. I'm just gonna use this shadow, and then a little bit of this on the outer corner. So let's just take this one. I really like these matte shadows. They're so pretty. They're so easy to use. Very easy to layer, blend. I'm gonna take this shade right here called Energize. I wanna plop that right into the inner corner. Mascara to the lower lash line, and let's move on to the face. For contour, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury palette. It's newer in my life, but I just can't stop using it. This could be a really great gift for somebody that loves makeup. It has the sculpting, in the highlighting. You can also use it as a blush. Wow, just having no issues going on top of this skin tint at all, and I didn't set the skin tint. For blush, we're gonna take Huda Beauty's newer blush. This is their Glowish. This is their Cheeky Vegan Blush Powder in number 2 Carrying Coral. I think this is gonna look really pretty together. I love pops of purple and lilac with like coral. I think it's gonna be very, very pretty. Let me swatch this, it's an interesting formula. Oh, it actually looks really pretty. Oh, it's actually really pigmented. It has a little bit of a glow to it. I'm just using my bronzer brush on top of it to kind of smooth it out a little bit. For highlighter, Pat McGrath. This is the Skin Finish Ultra Glow Highlighter in Divine Rose. It's so pretty. I feel like for this look, you don't need a highlighter, but why not, right? We need to kind of blend in that glitter on my face already from the eyeshadow. For lip, I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona in number 2 Ilona lip liner. And then I'm gonna apply Nars, their Audacious lipstick in Augustine. And then I'm gonna take my Dior, I actually bought this at the Sephora sale, their Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in number 1. I actually really like how the eyeshadow came together with the cheeks. Just this blush, I was kind of worried that it might be a little too corally, but I actually really like the coral with the purple, like the lilac purples. I will say the one thing about this palette, I'm so excited to keep playing with it and just dipping into it to make even more a dramatic look, something super soft. I love that you can do something really soft in between like this and something really dramatic. I will say, like I said, one thing. There is a lot of fallout, so I'm happy that I did the shadows first before the base makeup. That way I could clean up my face. I'm really excited that I got my hands on this palette because the purples, the pinks, all of these different formulas, I'm very excited for this palette right here to have my collection. All right, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna probably just do the one update at the very end of the night just to see how everything is wearing, like how the mascara, how the concealer is looking. Because as of right now, I'm really liking how everything's looking, even the skin tint. I think it looks really nice. Let's do the one and only update for this makeup that I bought from Sephora. I didn't do the big ring light in front of me just so you can kind of see a little bit more natural with just like bathroom lighting. How am I looking? Wow, I'm actually looking pretty good. I haven't really checked my face since I've applied. I will say that the tint is not super long lasting. Like you can see where I was touching my face, like it's pretty much gone. But honestly, still on the cheeks, it looks pretty good. On this cheek, it looks really good. Let's look at the eyeshadow. I did prime my eyelids, just because I usually prime my eyelids. Like you saw, I used the Urban Decay. I almost forgot the name. It looks like it did a really good job. It didn't crease as bad as I thought it would. I'm very happy about it. There's still quite a bit of fallout, or like right here in my cheeks. If I move a little bit back and forth, you can see that glitter on there. Eyeliner is still on, but I like that Gucci eyeliner because it wears really well. I just don't like that it's not as pigmented on top of glitter, but I do like how it applies and how it wears. Mascara, pretty impressed. Honestly, really impressed. For not setting the concealer underneath, there's very minimal amount of transfer. If anything, you can see a tiny little bit on this eye right here. Very little though. Wow. Ooh, okay, mascara, Rare Beauty, killing it. Really like the mascara, that's really nice. What else did I wear today? Concealer. I actually like it. I think it's definitely more for those lighter days where you want like not super heavy coverage, but it's still gonna cover like good medium coverage. The skin tint, it's a little drying right here where I have texture right there. And right here you can see, and then a little bit on the forehead. So I feel like with the skin tint, I might want to do more of like a hydrating primer underneath instead of the Shiseido one. But I feel like the Shiseido definitely kept the skin tint on my face longer than I initially anticipated, because a skin tint is very, I feel like it doesn't wear as long as like a regular foundation just because the formula is different. But I actually really enjoy that skin tint. If anything, I want to get like a deeper shade and mix it with my first shade that I got. But yeah, pretty impressed with that skin tint. I like that. I think I'm gonna definitely wear it for those no makeup days. and I was really impressed of how it applied with a dampened sponge. I like the blush. I can still see the blush on my cheeks. Very happy with that. So pretty happy with my purchases. If anything, I need to exchange some colors, but yeah, pretty happy with my purchases. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys had a good shopping experience at Sephora, got some goodies for yourself, and maybe stocked up on like gifts, because that's what I was trying to do, save some money. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you next one very soon. Bye.